NIO with 20,976 vehicles delivered in October. Now, the breakdown for those curious, the NIO brand, the premium brand, delivered 16,657 in October. In Onvo, this is the first full month that we've seen of Onvo deliveries. Those numbers were 4,319. And so hang on, I want to go back into my most recent video on the insurance registration data where I said maybe we're about to see an October delivery record. I thought we would, but, and this is the asterisk, I'm going to connect the dots here for those who maybe didn't realize, there were 2 weeks in a row where data was reported on the insurance registration side of things. This was the second week. It was the first partial carryover week into October. And so that data for just the NIO brand was 4,500, but that was September 30 through October 6. Here's what we didn't know was how much of an effect the holiday schedule in China would have on NIO with the insurance registration data and whether that carryover would be reflected in the delivery data for the full month of October. And so down here, you'll see you've got the National Day holiday, public holiday on the 1st, the 2nd, the 3rd, adjusted rest day on the 4th, the weekend, 5th and 6th, and then the 7th and adjusted rest day. Now, here's my kind of big picture overview when I'm thinking about China with the holidays and NIO's advantage, even when they're not delivering as many during the time frame where there could be travel and holidays taking place. If there's more travel, then more people are seeing NIO power swap stations, the battery swap advantages while they're on vacation, while they're traveling back and forth. And so I still see it as a positive, a net positive for NIO as a company, because I still think we're in that first major growth phase of market awareness, the company, the brands becoming known. And so that's part of my thinking. Also, I think Marcel put a post out, maybe shared it from his Patreon on Twixter, about the run rate and how it looked like this is as good or almost as good a run rate as we've seen from NIO. My thinking is really kind of simple, big picture. One of the reasons I've tracked the individual weeks, the weekly data, whenever we can get it, even though it doesn't come from NIO. And so I realize it could be a little off. I consider it a guesstimate. But my thinking is, are we going to see a switch in the cadence in the way that NIO is doing things? For example, NIO, usually the end of the month is when we've seen bigger numbers. What if NIO decides that Onvo is going to be pushed out and do bigger numbers early in the month? Those are the kinds of things I'm curious about. So I'll just be tracking that moving forward. But I've seen people with different opinions on both sides of, thinking these were good numbers, bad numbers. I had said I thought we could see a delivery record, and I still think that the numbers were good, relatively speaking. That 1 week kind of being that carryover week was the unknown. And so I think that's maybe the thing that's catching people off guard if they weren't aware of it. So anyway, I wanted to share that, but just a quick hitter to cover the monthly data and kind of my thoughts with that. So have a great day. See you all again very soon.